How can I tell him now? Bye.
Was that the estate agent?
Oh, no, dear. Just a cold call.
We soon won't have to worry about the cold. No more leather-rich winters for us. Just sun, sand, and...
We'd best be going. It's time for our appointments.
Are these checkups really necessary? Your last hospital tests were okay?
It's just for peace of mind.
Come on, then. Mustn't be late for Dr. Maguire.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello, Kate. You look good. Oh, and how's the wee one? Hello, little man.
Are you sure you're up to this?
Oh, I have to be. Just for today. No other option.
He's looking well?
Come on, little one. Welcome to the wonderful world of Riverside.
Yeah, everything's falling into place. It's just a case of securing the sale of the house and tying up any loose ends.
Big job.
It's certainly worth it. The villa is absolutely first-rate. Just a few minutes' walk from the beach, and it even has its own swimming pool.
It sounds marvellous.
It certainly is, believe me.
Right, well, you're both here for a health check, yeah? It's part of the Well Person Clinic.
Normally, we wouldn't take your time, but it's just... well, Louisa worries.
Oh, better to be safe than sorry.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's very important to have a regular MOT.
Easy, Dr. Maguire. I'm finely tuned.
Well, I'm sure you both are.
I'll just pop up and see the nurse then, shall I?
There you go.
Thank you.
Ooh, changing bag. Yeah. Oh, thanks so much, Faith.
No problem.
Oh, it's been a bit of a nightmare out there. And he hasn't helped matters. He's been all grizzly. Must be the stress.
Filling in like this must be the last thing you want to be doing.
Yeah, well, needs must. Don't have a receptionist, so no choice.
Actually, I wondered if you thought any more about Katrina's suspension. When might she be coming back?
Well, Faith, it's really none of your business. The matter's in hand.
But I know, but well, good receptionists are hard to find, and well, Katrina really made an impression around here, held things together while you were away.
Yes, and that good work included breaking patient confidentiality, did it?
She is sorry about that, and if you gave her another chance...
Faith, after what happened with Joe, we can't afford to take any risks with whom we employ here. That's all I have to say. Don't you have Mrs. Kingston to see to?
And the golf is fantastic. Spain is a retirement paradise.
Well, guaranteed weather's a serious bonus, isn't it? I did have plans myself, actually.
There's no better place to spend your sunshine years than in the sun.
Do you think either of you are going to miss things here?
No, there's nothing to tie us down. Selling the business has given us a comfortable nest egg and we've got nobody to leave it to, so why not have fun?
Well, everything seems to be in order. I'd say you were a very fit man, Mr. Kingston.
Oh, it's all those rounds keep me fit. You look a little jealous, Dr. Maguire.
Do I?
You must really be looking forward to enjoying your retirement somewhere new.
I haven't really thought about it.
I suppose that's understandable. What with everything to sort out, you probably don't get a minute to yourself.
It's a bit of a blur.
So how long have you two been together then?
We met quite late in life. Adrian was 41, I was 40. 27 years of happiness.
Must be really difficult leaving all those memories behind. Still, at least your family can always come out and join you for holidays and things.
We don't have any children. It just never happened.
I'm sorry.
So, have you found anything?
Well, I'm sure Dr. Maguire will want to see you, but everything here's checked out just fine. You don't look very happy.
Why should I be?
Well, you're fit and healthy.
Are you sure? People make mistakes. Everybody does.
Is there something you'd like to talk about?
Thank you for your time, nurse.
Keys.
Sorry, the number you have called is no longer available. Sorry.
Well, good news for both of you. Any questions you want to ask?
No, that's fine, thank you. We've wasted enough of your time already.
No.
Adrian, do you think I could have a moment with Dr. Maguire?
We really ought to be going.
Would that be all right, Doctor?
Yes, of course. If you wait in reception, I'll have a word with your wife, yeah?
Yeah, I need a doctor to come and look at my son.
How long have you noticed the pain?
About a month. These last weeks it's been getting worse.
Have a seat, Mrs. Kingston. How are you sleeping?
Badly. Up and down half the night. I just can't settle.
The pain's keeping you awake, is it?
Suppose so, yes.
Well, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I reckon it's just stress. Moving is a very traumatic experience, and moving abroad, one would expect things to be thrown out of joint.
You're not listening to me. My mother died of colorectal cancer. She got ill at my age. I think I've got it.
You had a screening 2 months ago. You were given the all clear. You are not showing any symptoms. So why would you...
I know that this kind of cancer is genetic. There's every chance I'll get it, or already have it.
Well, you're right. There is a genetic link, but nothing in your last checkup gave cause for concern.
Are you saying you can guarantee my health?
Guaranteeing anything carries a risk, Mrs. Kingston. Colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer in the UK, but as long as you carry on with a regular colonoscopy, you really shouldn't need to worry.
Supposing we go abroad and then I get sick. If that happens, I should stay here in England. We both should.
If either of you do become ill, there are hospitals in Spain, you know. Very good ones.
Please, will you talk to my consultant? See what he thinks.
Well, I don't think it's necessary, but if it will put your mind at rest. Mr. Kingston, can I have a word?
Is there anything wrong? Louisa looked upset.
Well, I was hoping you might be able to answer that. Is she worried about leaving? Is she getting cold feet?
No, this has been our dream ever since we met. Has she said anything?
Well, only a few questions. Good luck. And look after each other, yeah?
We will. Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks, Helen.
Have you talked yet?
Think you'd have made the first move?
We both know him a bit better than that. He'll be desperate too.
Yeah, but he can't find the right words. Wonder if it's time to give up.
I'm busy, Faith.
I just wanted a moment.
Okay.
It's about Louisa Kingston.
What about her?
She seemed a bit strange. Really annoyed at me for saying that she was in good health. Did she seem normal to you?
I am looking into it.
Good.
Something else?
I know things are a little tricky, so if you need any...
I don't need any help. Thanks, Faith.
Okay.
You okay?
Not really. You haven't seen my keys, have you?
No, sorry.
Can't find them anywhere.
Well, apart from the keys, how are you?
I can't get Pete out of my head. Why won't he talk to me?
Maybe he needs some time to himself. Let him come to you.
Giving people space only lets them get used to it. Can you believe he's changed his mobile number?
Jude, I know I said try and win him back, but don't you think this is getting a bit obsessive?
Well, what else am I supposed to do? No, I've been a complete fool and I need to sort this out. I have to talk to Pete.
I have spoken to your consultant.
He's worried, isn't he? I knew it.
And he reasserted that nothing showed on your last screening that would suggest the presence of a tumour. We are also agreed that providing you have regular checks, you shouldn't dwell on what is a very minor risk.
I always thought he was useless.
No, Mrs. Kingston, he is not useless. He's highly regarded, he has an excellent reputation, and I trust his judgment.
You all watch each other's backs. What about the symptoms I told you about? What if they're not just stress?
The symptoms do not point to cancer.
You're lying to me. You're lying until I go, and then I'll be too sick to come home.
Is there something you're not telling me? Is everything okay between you and your husband?
What do you mean?
You are behaving as if I've just given you a week to live. This is good news, Mrs. Kingston. You are not ill. At least not physically.
I'm not going mad.
Well, you're not behaving very rationally. And I'd like to know why.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for taking the trouble to call around. But if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to do.
Yes, hello. Orchard Design? Yeah, is Pete Stewart there, please? Just tell him it's Jude, his fiancée. Well, do you know when he'll be back? It's really important that I talk to him. Right, well, just tell him that Jude called. Thanks. Hi, Kate.
Busy?
No, I just had a few calls to make. Actually, Kate, I was wondering, could I take this afternoon off? Give me time to sort a few things out.
Jude, we're snowed under as it is. This is not a good time.
Never mind.
Look, a Karen Chambers rang about her son Bradley. He's being violently sick. She needs somebody to take a look at him. Well, I said you'd drop by.
Yeah, fine. Hello, Pete? Hi, Mum. It's nice to hear from you.
You really have done yourself proud here, love. It's marvellous.
Glad you like it.
The estate agents have been on. We've had 2 offers, both of them above the asking price.
That's good news.
It's great news. It means that we can speed things up from our end. Oh, have you thought about a moving out day yet?
No, not really.
The sooner the better, hey?
Definitely.
Don't worry, Bradley. She'll be here soon.
Yeah, hello, Riverside.
Oh, hello, yeah. I'm Karen Chambers. I called earlier about my son Bradley.
Oh, yes. Hello, Miss Chambers.
Well, I was just wondering when the doctor was going to turn up. Bradley's getting worse. I've never seen him this bad before.
Right, well, I understand your concern, Miss Chambers, but Dr. Carlyle left about half an hour ago. She should be with you very shortly.
Oh, OK, thanks.
You're welcome. Bye.
Ambulance, please.
Should I ring for an ambulance?
No.
Just help me back to bed.
What's happening to you?
This
way you went to the doctor. Talk to me, love.
I think you better call Dr. McGrath.
All right, well, Jude seems to have disappeared, so we'd better start without her.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Well, we all know about Katrina's suspension. She broke patient confidentiality by revealing Mr. Trent's cancer to his daughter. Much as I like her, I'm afraid we don't have any choice. It's a clear violation of her contract, and so the suspension must be made permanent.
Katrina's a good worker. This is her first mistake, and you seem to have smoothed things over with the Trent, so I think it's better to give an official warning.
No, we've already been here with Joe. I don't want to go through all that again.
Joe's got nothing to do with this. Katrina's thing is completely different.
It took us a long time to fill the post after Joe left. Ben and Jude agree with me. We'd far rather have Katrina back than another temp. She's good for the place.
Yes, but she broke the rules, Helen. I mean, how can we make an exception?
Look, I think you're overreacting, Kate. Maybe your hormones are playing up or something.
Maybe my home life's playing up. Anyway, matters sorted in the short term. I've got a temp. The matter's in hand.
Firing Katrina's a group decision. You can't just decide this on your own. We all need to be in agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I did jump the gun, but the matter had to be dealt with, and everybody else was so wrapped up in their personal life to give any help.
Sorry.
So, we are in agreement, are we? We give her an official warning and she comes back next week.
I think that's the best solution.
Sorry, Matt, Mr. Kingston's on the phone. He wants you to come and look at his wife. She's been sick.
Oh, right. I'll take you to my room. Come on, Louisa.
Why won't you take me to hospital?
I don't think it's necessary.
I'm very ill.
Are you? We both know that vomiting is not a usual symptom of colorectal cancer. You nursed your mum, so if anyone knows, you do. Have you made yourself sick?
Don't be ridiculous. You can't talk to me like that.
I'm right, aren't I?
I thought it was the only way to make people listen. I thought I could convince you. And Adrian.
What did you take? You have to tell me.
I put some ipecacuanha in my food. Just a little, just enough to make me sick.
You give ipecacuanha to people who have consumed poison. Now, why would you want to induce vomiting?
I read about it in one of those health magazines. Says every home should have some. Makes you sick if you've taken something that you shouldn't have. Perfect for my needs.
Well, you can thank your lucky stars it isn't anything dangerous. Louisa, what is happening?
I didn't have time to think.
Your husband thinks you might have cancer, that you might die. Why put him through that?
Maybe I deserve to be ill. I don't want to move away to Spain. I thought if I was sick, maybe I'd have an excuse to stay.
I'm sure Adrian would understand if he knew how you feel.
Maybe not if he knew the real reason. When I met him, I was married. I had a daughter, Emily. She's 38 now. She's got a child of her own, Sally. I see them both regularly. But Adrian doesn't know they exist.
So tell him.
Oh, I wish it were that simple. When I started seeing Adrian, I was still married. He never knew we were having an affair. I've been living a lie, sneaking behind his back all these years, meeting my daughter. If we go, we'll lose touch. But I don't want to risk losing Adrian.
Well, I'm sorry, you'll just have to wait, okay? Oh,
I'll get that.
Thanks, Helen.
Riverside Surgery. Yes? No, she's not here. Miss Chambers, what seems to be the trouble? I see. And when did he go into theatre? I'm sorry it's been 3 hours. Dr. Carlyle probably got caught up on another call. OK. OK, I understand. Bye.
You have to come clean.
If I do that, I might jeopardise my whole future.
If you go to Spain under false pretences, that is exactly what'll happen. You really think you'll be happy there, with this hanging over your head?
I'm not sure about anything anymore.
Look, you're not being fair to anyone. Family and health should never be taken for granted, no matter how complicated things are.
How am I going to tell him?
What about this mystery illness?
I got better. Thanks.
It's a pleasure.
I tried talking to Kate, but she wouldn't tell me anything. Thanks.
Well, now I know they're going to sack me.
Oh, don't jump to conclusions.
But I've messed up badly, Faith. There's no way they're going to keep me on.
Look, Helen and the others will stick up for you. They know how hard you work.
Look, I love my job and now I've gone and ruined everything, haven't I?
Look, you did what you thought was right at the time. Yeah, it was a mistake, but we're only human. When Kate's cooled down, she'll understand.
I thought I was helping my friend. If I'd have thought telling Bobby about her dad would have caused this much trouble, I wouldn't have said anything. I thought they'd understand.
I know. Listen, they're having a partners meeting later this afternoon. Maybe they'll decide then.
I might as well just accept it. Riverside are through with me.
Adrian, we need to talk about this.
Talk? We should have talked 27 years ago. I thought we were special, but it turns out we don't even exist. Our marriage is null and void.
Please don't say that.
You lied about being married already, about having a family. I stole another man's wife.
He wasn't the man you are.
And what about your daughter, Emily? You abandoned her.
I know.
I don't even know you anymore. You crept around behind my back all these years.
I didn't want to risk losing what we have. But she's my daughter, Adrian. I needed her in my life.
So what happens now? Will it end?
Oh, don't say that. I thought when I made myself ill, you'd understand how desperate I was. I thought you'd listen.
Listen?
Listen to my view. I can't turn back the clock. I can only try and make things right today.
Well, it's not that easy, is it? I was worried I was losing you, that you were dying of cancer.
You're not going to lose me. But please, don't throw me away.
I thought I understood what you wanted.
I know how much this move to Spain means to you. The golf, the sun, us. If that's what you really want, I'll go.
Is that Emily?
And Sally. They can't wait to meet you.
Being together is not a sacrifice. We can be together anywhere. Bournemouth's got a lovely golf course. And it's a lot nearer than Spain.
Emily says maybe we could organise a real wedding. All of us together.
Without lies.
Just us and the truth.
What's up?
Why haven't you been attending your house calls?
I have. I ran a bit late, but I caught up on everything.
And what about Bradley Chambers, the boy with the stomach pains?
Helen, I'm sorry. Just with Pete and the keys, it slipped my mind. If you can cover my first couple of patients, I'll go straight round.
His mother gave up and called an ambulance.
It sounded like a stomach bug.
Jude, he's got a perforated appendix. He was rushed to St Phil's. They're operating now.
Oh, no.
I don't have to tell you how serious this is. The mother is well within her rights to report you to the GMC. You could be struck off.
Ah, Jude. I've had a couple of calls about your home visits today. Seems some of your patients think you were a bit rushed.
I'm sorry, Kate. I'm just not feeling myself.
Oh, well. We all have our off days.
Take it she doesn't know, then?
Not yet. But this can't be swept under the carpet, Jude.
I called the doctor, but she never came.
Hiya.
One of the reasons I came in today was so that we could talk. And yet all you've done is avoid me.
I've been busy.
You've been escaping. I feel let down, Mac. I'm not in the wrong and I'm sick of the way you're making me feel.
Kate.
Have you done any thinking at all? I mean, what is it you really want in your life? A new son? A wife? Or just yourself?
I know how much of an idiot I've been, and I'm going to try my best to make things right.
Will your best be good enough?
Yes!
And when are you coming home?